I'm going to show you a quick little video on how to make the paper palms, the palm leaves. If you are into neutral decor, you are going to love this tutorial. So I'm just using a small brown paper lunch bag. Now the bigger bags, the bigger your leaves. They look amazing when you use the big grocery bags or the big shopping bags that you get. So what you would need is one, depending on how many leaves, for one leaf, one bag. So one bag. I'm going to use a gold metallic paint marker. You need a pair of scissors. You can use the end of a piece of flour or a stick or anything. I'm going to use a straw that came from the Dollar Tree and my glue gun. So I'm going to get started and I will show you how I create my leaves. So I'm going to take the bag and see that bottom part there. I am just going to cut the bottom off of the bag. I'm cutting all the way through so that both sides are cut. Okay, I'm going to set that aside. Then I have this part of the bag, which is all together. I'm just going to take, you could actually get two out of one bag, honestly. I'm just going to slit right up the side of the bag, like so. And then I'm going to slit up. So this gives you just one big sheet. Now, if you want a real great big long one, that's fine. I am going to take almost all of this. I'm just going to cut off this one little side part of the bag and set that aside. This will be what I'm going to use when I make the stem of my leaf. Okay, so I'm going to set that off to the side. Now, my leaf, I'm going to grab this and I'm going to just go ahead and grab that piece that I discarded. I'm just going to set it there. I'm just going to use that. Let me set it aside for 1 second. And I'm going to get my marker. The lid just went flying. I haven't used this one before. So let me just get the marker, the paint flowing. This is just a cheaper one that I got at my local Dollar General. This step is completely optional, but if you like that little touch of bling, which I do. All right, so I'm gonna take, now I don't wanna use, actually it doesn't matter if you've got that little piece there, because we're gonna take it into a shape. Okay, so I'm gonna fold it in half, and then I'm gonna fold it, actually, let's see, I'm gonna fold it in half, and then I'm just gonna use my gold marker. You can use a pen, a pencil, you can do it freehand, whatever you wanna do. I'm gonna start up here in the middle at that point, and I just want to draw the shape of my leaf, and I have patterns available on my website so that you can go grab one of your own. So then, if you don't feel comfortable drawing out your pattern, you can go grab that on my website, which is lollydoodlestudios.com, and just look for paper leaf pattern. Okay, and then you'll find it there. All right, so I've cut that. I can discard the edges there. Put my scissors to the side. So then I'm left with what looks like this. So then I'm just going to protect my surface. I'm going to grab my paint marker again. You can use a marker, you can use paint to do this, whatever you have on hand. And again, this step is completely optional. I just like that little touch of bling on the ends of my leaves. It just makes them look a little bit different and fun. So I'm just going to color a line all the way around the cut that we just made. And I'm going to do that both sides of the leaf. Just keep that paint flowing. This takes me back a little bit to my childhood in school, when it was hot, because we didn't have air conditioning when I was growing up. And believe me, I don't feel that old. So, all right, so I've put my gold on the side, and I'm gonna flip it, and I wanna do the same thing on the other side. So just take a minute. And these would look beautiful with gold. They would look beautiful with white. You can emboss, but it's just as easy to grab your gold paint marker, paint pen, gold paint, whatever you have. And just go right around the edge. Set this off to the side because I need to find the cat that fell on the floor. So then we're left with this. Both sides have the gold. Okay, so then I'm just gonna lay it out flat. And I'm gonna decide about how thick or thin I want my folds to be. Now, this takes me back, as I said, to when I was a child. You can flip the paper and then you can come back over and decide how wide. Sometimes it's easier just to flip the whole little thing, and you are just going to go all the way across. And get rid of that little piece. I'm going to go all the way across and make those accordion folds. Okay, and we are just going to finish that off. All the way across. You can run a fingernail or something straight edged across there just to make sure your folds are nice together. Okay, so there. I'm going to flip it again. It's just a lot of flipping back and forth. But for something that really you can get a pack of bags or get a grocery bag from the market when you go shopping next time, and it absolutely costs $0. If you're crafty, you more than likely already have the gold pen or some gold marker. You probably already have some glue. If you don't have glue, substitute tape. Okay, so then I'm left with this. Okay, so it looks pretty cool. So then I'm going to gather that at the bottom. I'm going to pinch it at the bottom. I am then going to, I'm just going to fold. I'm going to fold the one end up together slightly there, and I'm going to create a little twist. Okay, so we're just going to kind of twist it. You get the drift. We're gonna twist it. So we're gonna take that bottom and kind of fold it and twist it in on itself, just like that. Okay, so then, actually we don't want to do that, just on the back side. Then when we pull the leaf open, now you see if I went really, really long with that whole bag, we're gonna pull it open, right? Pull down slightly on the sides. You'll see, right? When I pull down slightly on the side, it fans that open. And these aren't that big, but they're big enough. So I'm gonna kind of hold that with my hand there where I want that. And I'm gonna run a bit of glue or tape there to kind of hold that together. I should have done this part first. I'm just gonna grab and take a small bit of that bag off. You can use it from whichever. And you are gonna just take that piece of bag and wrap it around to create the bottom part of your leaf. Just roll it around. Okay, and we're just kind of securing it. With a little bit of hot glue. Just hold it for a couple seconds. Okay, so I'm gonna set that part to the side. Then I'm gonna take my leaf, my straw. I'm gonna cut it. I'm gonna cut the paper. I'm gonna cut the paper because I want my my stem covered, my straw covered with the same material, paper. So I'm gonna take my paper, I'm gonna just get a really small little bit of hot glue, run across there. I'm gonna set my straw right inside of there. Okay, and I'm gonna roll that. I'm just gonna roll it. It doesn't take much, you just wanna cover it. I'm gonna roll it, I'm just gonna cut it here, and I'll finish rolling. So I've cut it, I'm rolling. I wanna try to keep it fairly tight. I'm just gonna finish it off with a little bit of hot glue. Completely roll it tight. Let it dry for a second, then you have your stem. So I'm gonna grab that paper again. I'm gonna cut this again longwise. I can cut it in half, depending on how thick you want it. So I'm gonna take that now. I'm gonna grab my leaf. I'm gonna grab my stem. I'm just gonna kind of stick it in there a bit. And I wanna hot glue it. So let me get the hot glue on the top of the leaf, or on top of the stem, and I'm gonna insert that right in that hole and kind of hold it. And you can use the hot glue, you can use tape, whatever you have on hand. And I'm just going to roll and cover portions of the bottom of this leaf. I don't know, of course I'm on camera, so it's gonna give me a hard time. But I'm just gonna roll this, roll this, roll this. and finish it off with a tiny little bit of hot glue. As I said, you can use tape, whatever you have on hand. And then you have a paper leaf. And these look amazing with a little bit of pampas grass. Pop them in a vase. It's just a nice little touch to that boho neutral decor. I hope you like this. If you do, feel free to give us a like, give us a follow. We'll have many more neutral decor videos coming up, as well as colorful paint videos. But if you like this, feel free to share it, like, spread the word, and have a good day, guys.